Leonce out? MP fails to turn up for PNM screening. Laventille East Morvant MP Adrian Leonce has dropped out of the electoral race, according to sources. He joins the Laventille MP, Fitzgerald Hines, who announced his intention to bow out at the end of the term last Wednesday. Leonce did not turn up at Balasier House to be screened last night. His constituency executive was present, but Laventille East Morvant, which was due to be screened yesterday, could not be screened because there was no nominee to be screened. The executive called a meeting for today. It is highly unusual for an incumbent who is unopposed to drop out ahead of screening. Leonce was the only nominee for the Laventille East Morvant constituency. The Express was unable to contact Leonce last night. Meanwhile, 7 incumbents were reselected to face the polls: Brian Manning, San Fernando East; Roger Monroe, Toco Sandy Grande; Kennedy Richards, Point Fortin; Foster Cummings, La Horquetta Telpero; Camille Robinson Regis, Aruca Maloney; Ferris Al-Rawi, San Fernando West; and Dr. Nyan Gadsby Dali, St. Anne's East. For members of the PNM screening committee had to recuse themselves yesterday as they were being screened as nominees for their constituencies: Al-Rawi, Robinson Regis, Gadsby Dali, and Cummings, as they have all been nominated to serve as candidates in the next general election, but are also members of the screening committee, which selects candidates. Speaking earlier yesterday, Al-Rawi said he was looking forward to his screening and for the party preparing itself for the next general election. He said the issue was which person could stand the best chance of securing a victory for the party. "I think that the PNM is judged by a very different standard from the UNC," he said. He said screening in the PNM was done in the presence of the constituency executive, not just by the screening committee. There is a lot of transparency because there are at least 60 people apart from the members of the screening committee sitting there. The executive of the constituency is there, at least 30 to 60 people sitting in the room while the potential candidate is being interviewed, and they are participating. They get to interact and put questions to the nominee, and then the screening committee asks the constituency executive if they have a recommendation. The executive then retires, and the screening committee goes into its room and comes back and discusses the matter. So the PNM screening is a very different experience from what I understand the UNC screening is, where one person seeking candidacy appears in a room that is closed, Al-Rawi stated. With respect to his nomination, Al-Rawi said he made representations to San Fernando West and also stated what his plan and vision are for the constituency, because I am adamant that San Fernando continues to get its turn at the developmental wheel. And I can say without fear of contradiction that San Fernando has the most development it ever received with me as its MP. So from a constituency perspective, my record is there, and from a national perspective, I think my record speaks for itself both in the Attorney General's office and the local government office and at the international level. He cited the legislative agenda, which he piloted, which included reforms at the level of the judiciary.